On this one, we completely finish off the front end, paint the bumper, and come up with a custom valance. Ooh, let's go. All right, in order to knock out this project, I picked up a variety of items that I thought I'd be able to utilize. Some of it I might not, but I just thought that it would come in handy. Like, I have an idea of what I want to build, but I just don't know the best way of going about it yet. So I'm just gonna come make this up as I go. The centerpiece around what I'm trying to make comes from Rokblokz. They basically make mud flaps and like rock guards for like UTVs and rally cars and stuff like that. I came across a video of Bucky Lassick, and he asked them to make, I guess, just a strip of the piece so that he could use it as a front air dam. And I thought, that's such a great idea because it's a lot more better looking than going and getting garden edging, huh? But like that big stuff, because when you put like screws in that, it gets like squishy and doesn't look right. I mean, it just looks too ghetto. So this is kind of like, it's still ghetto, don't get me wrong, but it's like just a little bit below, you know? It's a little bit more refined. It's got a nice texture to it. It bends really easily, and I think that it's very durable. So I think this is gonna work out great for what I'm trying to do. Other things that I picked up, I mean, obviously I wanna integrate some really cool fog lights. That little weird X-shaped thing glows amber. I thought that was really cool, fits the theme of the car. I've got some aluminum rod here to make some stabilizers if I need to. I got some plastic hard edging here, and this might work great for attaching this to the bumper. Like flip that upside down, screw to the bottom of the bumper, and then screw that to that. That's what I'm thinking. Otherwise, if that doesn't work out, I have some strip aluminum here, some right angle stuff, and I have some ABS plastic, a variety of nut certs and fender washers, and then I just picked up some like grill screen that I might use in front of the intercooler, because I don't want like all this air and garbage and stuff. All this air, well, I do want all the air, but I don't want all the garbage that goes along with it to like smack into it. So I think I need a little something in order to keep the big chunks out. And I think this might work out great. Just picked that up on Amazon. Yeah, so the first thing that I got to do So we have to make kind of like a box, right? That comes down here and up here. And I think I'm gonna make that out of ABS plastic that goes all the way back to the intercooler. And then that will also kind of come down a little bit further and then maybe attach to here or something. And then that will be like a good starting point of where I want for that front air dam to start. And then we'll work our way out from there. Just kind of figure it out as we go. So let's get to that. Let's make that one. Air dam scoop just self-tapered in, but you can see it's a nice shape, kind of follows along with the front of the bumper there, and then it tucks back to the intercooler there, so all the air gets shoved back in there. I think that turned out pretty sweet. So that's a really good foundation, I think, that we can just work off of. I mean, obviously I'm gonna have to trim this up to fit the flow of the bumper there. And then I don't really know, I think I may have to trim a little bit further back because the lip is gonna come from here down. Unless I leave the edge there. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just making this up as I go, but I think that this is a good start. I think this looks really, really pretty good. Quite aggressive, quite open. So yeah, next up, let's trim those sides up and just get it fitting a lot better. Got it trimmed out, fitting real nice. So now I gotta attach some angled aluminum. So I have something to attach the rock guard to. Rock block? Sure, that's what it's called, yep, rock block. I'm gonna try to do it out of one piece. I think if I make certain cuts and sections, I can just kind of like make it fit all the way around as like a solid surface for that to mount to. So that's my goal right now, is to try to get this to attach to there, all on there. Getting pretty far, it's shaping up quite nicely, and now I kind of have a decision to make on how I want to attach it to the side of the car. And I think I'm gonna just cut a bunch of slices in the top side here, and then just slowly roll it over to match the contour of this 2.5-inch aluminum pipe that I have. And I basically made marks on it here to like where to start and where to end, and that will shoot it across. And I think I'm gonna attach it right to that bolt hole right there. And then I'll put another lip aluminum section on the bottom of the fender. And then I'll cut that Rokblokz in order to fit that exactly, to go, you know, down, slice up, and then come up, and then attach to all this. That's my plan. We'll see how successful I am right now. Actually worked out quite nicely. Got a nice curve here, and then it attaches to the fender right there. I got to trim that little section off. I think now I'm gonna go ahead and figure out what can be permanently mounted to the bumper and what can be like easily taken apart. So I think that the ones that go into the bumper, like underneath here and underneath here, I'm gonna use some, I don't really want to rivet it in. I got some stainless self tappers I think I'll use to put these two in, and then all these are gonna get riv nutted in. So I got some nice Allen head bolts that'll show once, because that's all exposed. And I still want this center section removable because I might wrap it in carbon fiber or something, or eventually someday build one out of carbon fiber. But for now, I'll just riv nut these ones all in. Like I said, just kind of permanently mount them in there. And then maybe riv nut the one in the fender back there, because I know that one's got to come off if this whole section's got to come off. So yeah, let me knock that out a second. All right, I actually went ahead and did nut certs on the bumper where it attaches to the bumper, and then on the actual aluminum piece where it attaches to this, because I want, you know, everything needs to be disassemblable. Disassemblable? Disassemblable. That's the word I'm looking for, right? That's a word, sure. I want it to all come apart, is what I'm basically saying, when need be. So yeah, I got all nut certs in. It's attached to the fender there, and I have to now make the piece that attaches to the fender here that lines up with this piece, so that we can jog our air dam. But one thing I am a little worried about, I already kind of cut some of this, but I might have plans to actually to make this wider, make everything a little bit wider. And when you do that, when you push this wheel out a little bit more, it's gonna kick it in more. So I gotta make sure I have plenty of clearance here. So I'm gonna figure out where I gotta slice and dice this fender in order to make sure this tire doesn't come in contact any which way. So I gotta do that obviously on both sides. That's what I'm gonna tackle right now. And then once I have this line made up, I'll know how far this angle needs to be in order for the air dam to kind of like come in, maybe like do a little roundy down just to follow this body line. We'll see. But yeah, like I said, chop chop. All right, for the sides, I actually use quite a bit thicker stuff. And then it just hangs down a lot lower, because when I want this, when that I keep forgetting the name of this stuff, Rokblokz, that's what it's called, comes in here. I don't want it to be all flippy and flappy in the wind, right? So this is a nice solid piece, and it's lined up perfectly here with this. So if I like attach it to here, here, and here, this will all be one good solid unit to hang down and won't be all weird in the wind. Really starting to come together. So obviously I have it just clecoed in right now. Clecoed in right now. Cut that out real nice. I mean, it just fits all really, really good. The next step though, we have to do is fog light. So I'm gonna put the fog light right here, and I'm gonna make a thicker piece of ABS plastic as a backer to hold it. And then I'm gonna take another piece of angle aluminum and basically rivet it to the bottom here, and then that will attach all one piece, and that will keep this from flexing, right? So it'll be just be a solid piece of angle, so therefore it can't move back and forth. It's just, you know, you get what I'm saying. Just structure behind there in order to make sure that doesn't flop around. But yeah, that looks real good. I'm liking this. I'm liking it a lot. Pretty much have it all assembled. 12 little Allen head screws, and this complete unit should come apart. I'm gonna test that tomorrow because I gotta blow it all apart and paint that bumper a nice textured black. Then we can completely assemble it with those bezels around the headlights and everything. Then we can really get a look at how this thing looks. I think that came out pretty freaking sweet. It looks very retro modern with the fog lights in there like that. I don't know, it just screams like kind of Trans Am style, you know? I am digging that a lot. not bad for not very much money, to be honest with you. I mean, I like it a lot. It definitely fits the theme of the car, and I couldn't be happier with the outcome. God, if you guys made it this far in the video, I really, really appreciate it. Consider hitting the subscribe button, drop me a thumbs up. Like this car, it's getting so much closer, so much closer. A few things I got to wrap up, interior bits, wiring, and then hopefully we should fire this thing off pretty soon. So I'm super excited about that. Winter is coming, and I definitely want it on the road before then a little bit, just so I can play with it. But yeah, thanks again, guys. We'll see you on the next one.